So me and my coworkers were talking to each other, and we were talking about, like, you know, relationships and everything, and then my coworker brought up the situation with my girlfriend. She was talking about, like, oh, what do you guys talk about all day and everything? I'm like, well, we really don't talk that much about, like, really anything. We usually talk about stuff all in one day, and then we usually just stay silent for the rest of the day because we really have nothing else to talk about. And she thought that was really weird, and she's like, oh, but I thought in a relationship communication is key. And I'm like, well, yeah, communication is key if you guys are having problems, but we're completely fine with it. Me and my girlfriend, by the way. She's like, well, aren't you guys awkward in complete silence? I'm like, no, we are usually sitting on our phones or something. We usually, like, you know, laugh at TikToks if she shows me a TikTok on her phone or anything, or I show her, like, you know, an Instagram reel or something, because I haven't used TikTok in a while. Do you guys communicate over text message or something? I'm like, yeah, we communicate over text message if we're not at school, but if we're at school, we usually say what we want to say, and then if we have nothing else to say, then yeah, we have nothing else to say. Well, I don't feel like that's a healthy relationship. Well, I'm sorry, I wish I had more stuff to talk about. It's just that I have nothing else to talk about. And I want to bring up this point because I feel like a lot of people in relationships take it too seriously, or take the communication thing too seriously. You're telling me that's a hit marker? Yes, it is a good, healthy relationship to, you know, talk to people, but at the same time, if you guys have nothing to talk about, don't talk about stuff you guys don't want to talk about. Because it's just going to lead to awkward situations where you end up spilling something that you never wanted to end up spilling, and then it just turns really embarrassing. And people take it way too seriously that if you don't talk about anything and that you really don't love your girlfriend. I'm sorry that my life isn't fucking interesting enough. I literally told my girlfriend, like, hey, my life is not interesting whatsoever. The only thing I do in my life is play video games, go to work, and go to school. And I feel like a lot of people make their lives interesting on purpose so they can seem like an interesting person, but at the end of the day, you're making yourself look fucking stupid. Some people go out to fucking parties, some people get drunk, do weed, and smoke alcohol, some people are getting fucking pregnant at my school. No, I don't judge those type of people, and in fact, I kind of hang out with those type of people, but even though I don't practice in their activities, it's like, doesn't that shit get exhausting? At least with video games, I'm in my comfort zone, and I'm in the safety within my house. It's like that one episode in SpongeBob where he starts singing about being indoors. That's literally me. I know some people go out to parties to, you know, get an adrenaline rush just to do it because it's their safe space as well. That's why I don't judge for people who do that. It's some people's safe space to, you know, party out and hang out with people. But for me, it's just like, if we can communicate online and I'm having a good time, you know, playing, you know, Call of Duty, then this is my safe space. But what people also do to make their lives more interesting is that they go out and hurt themselves. And I don't want that for anyone to, you know, start fucking hurting themselves to, you know, make their lives more interesting or for people to recognize them. I don't want that for anybody. Can we all just, you know, fucking, you know, chill for a little bit and, you know, you play some fucking Call of Duty? But people need to understand, some people's lives are not interesting to talk about. You can talk about what you did at this party, or you can talk about what you did in this class, but sometimes some of us just, you know, chill and, you know, get our work done and don't do anything. And for some of you guys, that might sound, you know, depressing, but for most of us, you know, guys or girls, that for us, that's just the way we live our lives, and that's how we feel comfortable with. We don't need that party lifestyle, or we don't need that hard lifestyle. We just sit on our asses all day and, you know, work, and we play video games, or, you know, do all this other shit to make us feel comfortable. And if that is your lifestyle, then you're comfortable with it, then do you. Like I said again, I am not the one to judge. I am a pretty fucking boring person, like I said. Anyway, I got fucking sidetracked. What were we talking about? Oh yeah, communication. But yeah, if you and your partner, by the way, this is my philosophy, do not take my philosophy, you know, to heart or whatever. This is just my opinion on the matter. If you and your girlfriend are trying to talk and you have nothing to talk about, and you guys are still trying to talk about something, and you guys are just not comfortable sitting in silence, then maybe it won't work out. Because there's gonna be a time where you guys are gonna have nothing to talk about. You've said all your things, you said what was interesting about the day or about this time at some place or whatever. If you guys have said all your things, then it's okay to stay in silence. Then it's okay, calm down. You don't have to talk about stuff all the time. Watch a movie or something and chill. The reason why I don't talk about tornadoes to my girlfriend or talk about tornado events is because it's genuinely depressing to see people die in a tornado. I can say, oh, did you see about this tornado and how many people it killed? I could talk about, you know, the science of it, but who the fuck is gonna understand about, you know, pressure points and like, you know, there was a low pressure system in Nebraska? No one's gonna understand that but me. Nobody's gonna know about, you know, cold fronts or whatever. She might know what a supercell is, she might know what a thunderstorm is. I'm still trying to educate her on everything, but at the end of the day, there's gonna be some shit that she is never gonna understand. And there's gonna be some stuff out of her mouth that I'm probably never gonna understand either. Like her interest in FNAF. She's gonna talk about FNAF lore that I do not understand a single thing that she is saying. During the FNAF movie, when she's talking about FNAF lore, I'm just having to awkwardly, like, you know, nod my head to things that I have no idea or understanding of what she is saying. But that, at the end of the day, if you guys can just awkwardly laugh about things that you have no idea how to understand, then that's the sign of a good, healthy relationship. You're gonna nerd out on some shit that no one's gonna understand, and that is totally fine. But as long as you listen to your partner and you're okay with them sharing your interest and you're okay sharing your interest with them, then it is fine. I kind of just contradicted myself right there. How did I survive that? I just survived a whole ass missile. But it is okay to not talk about everything, and it's okay if you have nothing else to say. That's just my whole summary of this whole commentary. As long as your partner knows that you love her very much or you love him very much, then it should be completely fine. I just wanted to make this video because it's been a topic that I've been wanting to talk about for a while. It's just like I don't know how to put it into words without, you know, giving out an opinion that I feel like is way too controversial to say. Some people might agree with me, some people might disagree with me, but that's just the way I feel. My opinion might change sooner or later, but for right now, that's where I stand and what I say. I obviously talk about how I don't want to censor myself too much, but I feel like when I'm giving out an opinion, then I feel like I should, you know. I know it's a meme right now, but I feel like I shouldn't be giving out opinions that, you know, might be controversial to say. Especially ones that, you know, are about like your relationships or anything. But like I said again, I don't want anyone to, you know, be dictated by this, you know, opinion that I have. It's just an opinion. I don't believe like everyone should, you know, follow this, you know, philosophy I have. Don't worry guys, we will sooner or later get fucking... Anyways, yeah, this is a personal video a little bit, but yeah. Anyway guys, see you guys later, and bye.